And we're going to Shoals, which is Ozone's home map. And Ozone's a pretty good Shoals player. I think he picked it as his home map in TTL pretty frequently. Now, this is a different version than the TTL version. This is closer to the ranked ladder version, where it's shorefish as opposed to deep fish. All right, so we have expected Italians for Ozone. Arguably the best civ on the map. Or the best civ for the map. And his first pick in the draft. AR, thank you very much for the resub. I appreciate it. And for Dogao, we have Koreans, which are another very solid civ on the map. Not quite as dominant, I think, as Italians. But they have a lot of possibilities. And a lot of ways to approach it. I think they really excel on this map as well. Like they're really strong. Being able to control these areas with minimal military production and going for guard towers and then transitioning to your more powerful late game units is really good. War wagons are obviously insane. They get bombard cannons with siege engineers, which is something that Italians miss, even though they do get the Italians get the discounted ones. Koreans are a little bit more awkward to play, I think, in the early game compared to Italians. They don't really have the uptimes. Koreans do also have the discounted warships, so that could be relevant. I don't think that players generally contest water too much, but I also haven't watched this map in NAC too much yet. So we will see. It is shorefish, so you've got the lower gathering rate. It is still worth it to go for the shorefish. But it's not quite as potent as having, you know, salmon or the deep fish. Dogao with 6 on wood. Ozone also 6 on wood. Also, Italians do get the cheaper fishing ships, so that's a nice little bonus that he'll save on early as well. Both of them seem to have popped at the same time, so pretty similar builds from both players. So one of the key aspects of this map is that there's basically no gold at your base. Like, you can see Dogao's golds are like here and here. Really, really far away. Ozone's is slightly better, but still pretty far. So you generally want to try and take control of one of these areas and then push your opponent so that you can deny their gold access. So it's like sort of similar in the sense of like Gold Rush, Gold Pit, those style maps where it's all about gold control. But as opposed to a single area that you have to push, it would be 2. So different approaches that you could take would be like defending one area and then pushing on the other. But if you get pushed off of both, it's really, really difficult to come back because obviously the areas that you have to push are also like not that wide. So like raiding units, like big hussar play is probably not gonna get you too far, as opposed to like having control. So let's say like you're playing Slavs, I don't know, or Poles, or a civ that's gonna go into like farms and hussars. If you do that, you're probably seeding up all of your map control and playing in this area over here, and your opponent just gets access to the golds for free, which doesn't put you in a great spot. Ozone with a lot of fishing ships, going for 5. Dogao only with 3 at the moment. Interesting. So will this mean that Dogao is playing for a quicker uptime? I'm not actually sure. Maybe he just doesn't want to commit that much to water. Now, Ozone does get the discounted fishing ship, so he can effectively invest the same amount and get more production. But it does look like both players are going just for fast castles. They're both at 25 bills right now. Ozone's starting to push the side deer as well. I really like this. One of the, I guess, quirks of the map is that you only start with 1 boar, but there's a big deer patch that's right here. However, once you run out of that, there's really not that much extra food. Especially considering that the shorefish don't really collect super fast. So going out and taking these deer is quite nice. Both players with Loom. Dogao clicking up 1 pop earlier, yep. And we'll see what his strategy is going to be. He's not on stone yet. Going for a barracks. So maybe it's some sort of like light cav play. I wouldn't think that it's going to be archers. I think it takes too long for archers to get anywhere. And also, the presence of the sea tower can make it difficult to push through the middle area. So you would need to, like, go around the edges. But going for light cav, like, similar to arena play, can you do me a giant favor and stretch your camera 1 pixel left to fill the gap? Is it not? Oh, shit. Hang on, what if I make that smaller? Is that better? Tell me if that's better. Boom. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I think light cav is like a pretty good approach to this map, like sort of arena style. You can get vision, you can get a little bit of map controls, and most importantly, you can see what side your opponent is going to be going for in Castle Age for their TCs. So it's going to be a market and a blacksmith from Dogao. Pretty typical. Ozone with 7 fishing ships. That's a lot. And this really starts to fall off in efficiency. That joke never gets made. And it's a market blacksmith from Ozone as well, who has a ton of food. He clicked up 1 pop later than Dogao, and he's Italian, so he gets the cheaper uptimes. Oh boy, oh boy. Greetings from Colombia. Bienvenidos, amigo. Yeah, we're big rooting for Ozone. We fucking love Ozone here. Hola, Benzi, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está? Again, we've got pretty mirrored builds for both players. Dogao running into a wolf, but it's good that he got loom, otherwise he would have lost that. Going for the big walls as well. It's really easy to wall this map up. Guapo. Hola, guapo. And Ozone going for the second dock, which I like. I mean, it's very clear that Dogao is not committing anything to water. Awkwardly for Dogao, he doesn't have any fish under a sea tower. So like neither does Ozone. I wonder if that's a feature of the map. So like in the past, sometimes you would have like save fish here, so you could take fish to the outside and then save the fish that was under the sea tower to protect it. But here it's like very evident that you need to produce water in order to keep your fish safe. And Ozone not going forward. And Dogao not producing any military on water. Both of them producing scouts. So again, it's the mirrored strats. But Ozone working with 4 more villagers because he's got the 4 fishing ships. So that's nice for him. Gotta be turtle ships? I don't think so. Right, it's just such a huge investment. I mean, maybe, man. Maybe. I mean, the turtles would eat the fires. I would have expected Ozone to move out and try and see if Dogao's gonna go for anything. All right, do we see? No, he's dropping TC. He's dropping a TC at home. Oh, but it's on stone. Okay, so that's smart. Just like have the TC on stone so that you can start to collect stone for your castles, your guard towers, or whatever. He does lose the scout fight over here. Ozone does have another scout, so if he could bring this over, he'll win this one. But okay, so they go even with scouts, and no monastery up for Dogao just yet. Ozone is adding in a monastery though. Dogao's still only working with the 1 basically dead scout, but he's adding 2 more in as well. Won't be able to deny the TC. Interesting that neither player is going for the golds. They're both just making TCs at home. Huh. And they're both gonna have vision. Like, I guess Dogao doesn't have a scout over here yet. Wasn't going for husbandry as well. Wow. I mean, I know you're slower than. Okay, Dogao's going for light cav as well. Interesting. There's on with a bit of idle TC time as well. I mean, it is again, the fishing income is not that fast from these. Still only working on 2 TCs. Tato said for Wololo, do a TC on the gold and early castle was a mistake and will put your boom behind. Interesting. So I guess the approach is then you put your TCs at home, and then once you're boomed up, you try and contest once you have a stable economy behind it. Which I guess makes sense because if you put a TC here, if you're, let's say you're going fast castle into 3 TCs, you put a TC here, then your opponent's able to just put a siege workshop and push it, and then you're not going to be able to afford your own to defend it. So I guess that makes sense. Yes, it was the Empire War beginning as well. Dogao going for his first relic. Ozone does have two light cav over here patrolling. Will he see this relic? It's actually very much so mirrored. Oh. Will he see it? The relic just got picked up. Do we see it? He sees it. Hell yeah. Nice awareness from both players, honestly. Like, well played. So Ozone knows that Dogao scouts are on this side, so I would expect him to start picking up the relics over here. How many? Oh, there's a lot of relics on this map. There's 6 relics in total. Okay, so it's just 1 more than normal. And honestly, like, he sees that there's fish. I think that it's such a free thing. You've seen that there's no fires from your opponent at this point. It's such a free thing to just take 1 fire and go fucking kill these. The swamp lizards are kind of scary as well. So when I was prepping for TTL, I had a prepared strategy for Shoals, because I was having it as one of my home maps, as a potential home map. And I was going fast cat. It was like a step lancer all in with Mongols. And it worked really well in practice, but like half the time I would lose, because I would send a Vil forward to make a siege workshop on my opponent's face, and like half the time I would lose a Vil. So I got into the habit of like sending it all the way around the edge. Ozone up to 4 TCs now. He doesn't. Oh yeah, he does have the food eco to produce, so that's good. Dogao going for the conversion as well. He's gonna get the monk. That's nice, and he gets a light cav inside as well. That's gonna be pretty annoying. And he's working with husbandry too. I don't think Dogao clicked it, so oh, just kidding. Ozone ran into the TC, so that's unfortunate. And it's just a boom mirror still. And I think Ozone loses this fight, right? Yeah. There's another light cav that comes out, and it didn't even need it. Didn't even need it. Dogao is floating a ton of wood. Ozone's macro behind this has been very good, although he's had slightly more idle TC time. Are Crocs more dangerous than the Jaguars? No, it's the same unit, it's just the reskin based off. And not sure how I feel about this fight. I mean, that's Ozone gets a nice fight here. Good micro. And I was thinking that Dogao could go for heals on the light cav, but he's just got to give it up. And Ozone keeps control over that relic. And he's only just brought his first one in as well, but that will start to add up a bit. And he gets a couple Vil picks over here. We got a 4-to-1 eco KD. You'll love to see it. 6 light cav on the field for Ozone. He's got 42 farms. That is fucking crazy. I cannot believe that he's got that much food. And it looks like he's starting to gear up for Imp, but he hasn't really put enough Vils on gold in order to click up yet. Meanwhile, Dogao is still, like, not really close to clicking up. No wheelbarrow for him either, which Ozone is working with. Still not moving out quite yet, but he is starting to outpost the map, which is such, like, a classic Ozone play. He always outposts the entire map every single game. Yeah, handcart too. I wonder what his play is going to be in Imp, because like the way that his eco is set up, it's like he wants to go for a food unit. I don't think you want to go for condos against Koreans. I mean, it is like something that you could open, but you still need upgrades on them, even though you don't need to, like, you know, it's not like going for champion. Cavalier? I don't know. I would rather see Hussar, I think, than Cavalier. But Ozone now going for the position. I love this castle spot. And a TC on the gold, with Dogao mirroring now on the other side as well. Alejandro, thank you for the follow, and B-Hawks as well. Ozone hasn't even researched bloodlines yet, as a light cav is better positioned. True. And Ozone is on the way up. Dogao clicking heavy plow. Oh boy. And he's up later. And we got still the 4 TCs working versus the 3 for Ozone. And Allspark Dragon, thank you so much for the follow as well. I appreciate it. And here comes Bloodlines. I honestly think it's going to be a Hussar opening. And it's going to be Heavy Plow. Maybe the thinking is like, okay, I know my opponent has no... Because obviously Halva's going to be like fucking insane against Hussar. But Dogao's not teched into Halb. And it takes a long time to get the production and the upgrades in for those units. Now he does have the Fudika set up for Halb, but he doesn't have the wood set up. Which is big. Like, if you want to get Halbs producing, you probably need, like, over 30 builds on it. And, honestly, like, Dogao still hasn't shown any techs. At all. Thanks for the sub, Jade. And it's gonna be archery ranges. So, Arbalist, I guess? Oh, here's the barracks. Alright, so it's gonna be condos. It's gonna be condos for Ozone. Even though we did see some techs coming in for the cav, it's gonna be condos. It's not bad as, like, a shock unit. And maybe he's thinking, like, okay, I showed Bloodlines on my light cav. Maybe he thinks I'll tech into Pike or something. Now, it will take Dogao quite a long time to get a large enough ARP mass to actually fight against them. He's got archers without fletching right now. Yep, exactly, George. Like, one of the big strengths of archer play is that you play into a power spike. Like, you have 30 crossbows that when you hit imp, you can click Arbalist, Chemistry, and Bracer all at once, and then they just fucking run through feudal units. But if you're just investing into archers with, like, minimal upgrades as you're going up to imp, it's gonna take a while to, you know, get the mass required to actually do anything. Now, I do want to say one thing that I really like about the way that Ozone has built this is that his castle is forward, whereas Dogao's castle is back. So if Ozone starts to get pushed off of this area, he can still build a defensive castle over here and take gold. Whereas Ozone kind of has a nice position to push Dogao off of gold entirely over here. Now, he's not built in a way to do that at all. Dogao's taking elite skirm. It's weird. And we have a second castle coming up on Dogao's face, and the condos are just going to start to stream in. Also, importantly, Dogao, if he wants to go into wagons, has to produce them from this castle over here. And he only has one castle that's just come up at home. Doesn't even have fletching yet. Crossbow without fletching. So now he's teched elite skirm and crossbow, still no... Oh, change score, yeah, true. Thank you. Noob casting. A lot going on at once, but Dogao is getting pushed, and Ozone's got a nice position right here. And I'm very surprised that Dogao's first click isn't gunpowder. Generally, my approach is if you're behind an imp and your opponent is shrebbing you, chemistry is so important because you can equalize the amount of siege more quickly if you can rush out bombard cannons. But Ozone's able to push now with 2 castles. And Dogao only has the 1 at home, and he's only just producing his first treb, while Ozone has 3 already. And here we see Arbalist with fletching. How often do you see that? And these condos, only with +1, are getting... Oh god, they're getting me. The castle... Oh, Ozone... Target this, target this. Oh, and the condos fucking melt. Oh boy. There are some nice raids going on in Dogao's base, though, and that's very awkward for him to play against. Castle goes down. Dogao's now without treb production at home. Ozone should treb the trees? I don't know about that. And now Ozone's teching into elite skirm of his own. And he's just better teched into the unit right now. And he's going... Oh, I don't know about that castle. I don't know about that castle. I think you gotta wait a bit. Like, there's a treb here. Wait until this treb is dead. Please don't build the castle yet. Okay, he's got a bombard cannon. Kill the treb. Kill the treb, and then build the castle there. And Dogao, again, Dogao, still no chemistry, still no bracer. So even though Dogao does have the better skirmishers as Koreans, he's working with way worse upgrades. And as he's getting raided, it's harder and harder for him to afford food-based upgrades. Yeah, Biscuit, I completely agree. Ozone shoving farms? I mean... I think his trebs are just like auto-attacking whatever they see. And this castle's really, this castle's gonna kill a treb. I love that. Like, you build a castle in the range of a treb. Yes, kill the treb with a castle. No, use it. Kill the treb. Where's the treb? Oh, he's got the bombard cannon. But now he's got a position where he can take out all of Dogao's production as well. And it's getting awkward because Dogao isn't at a point where he needs to make gold units, because the only resource that he can safely take is gold. He needs to mass his arbalists and his skirmishers, both of which are wood units. And he's still missing... Okay, chemistry finally coming in. But he's getting pushed off of his main eco. It's just a very awkward timing for him. Heated shot is fucking pog. And Ozone, again, sicky. Okay, he's got 150 bills. Maybe we, you know, can delete these fucking fishing ships. It's too hard to control both sides of the gold. Yeah, I can see that. Ozone just had the timing down so well, and he was able to just get teched into everything so much better than Dogao. Which, it just felt weird, but, I mean, I will take it. Let's go, Ozone! Let's fucking go! Repair the castle! I mean, Ozone's in a 6th spot. Like, Ozone is look at the score. Like, Ozone's absolutely in a winning position right here. Now, I will say, Koreans are a civ that can come back from some pretty crazy losing positions. They have incredible units, and they have cheap units. Like, they've got great bombard cannons. They got, I mean, you're not going to be making onagers here, but war wagons are insane. You got half-price skirmishers, basically. But Ozone now teched into Hussar. We see all of the techs coming in, and he is just in his element. I don't think Ozone can lose from here. Dogao has lost his production. He doesn't have the eco to get onto enough military at all at this point. He might lose this castle. That's unfortunate. But even so, like, Dogao at 170 pop. It's housed. I guess 170 is still pretty good. I don't know why I said it like that. 150 vills as well. Holy shit. He's like really turtling up in the corner over here. He does have gold control, and Ozone's push has somewhat slowed down. That's a lot of bombard cannons. Would actually like to see block printing redemption monks from Ozone, I think. I think that that would give him a reasonable answer to these bombard cannons. Another thing is that Dogao's composition is incredibly slow. So Ozone also has the opportunity to drop production over here and start raiding from this side, or even pushing from this side. And here come the Hussar. And Dogao, again, not teched into Halb and doesn't have the eco to tech into Halb. So they're just going to be able to dive the bombard cannons. And his ability to push back this group from Ozone is entirely contingent on having these bombard cannons alive. And another, oh no, another bombard cannon pops out. And he's, I mean, he still has 6. He's got a lot of bombard cannons, but yikes. The push continues. And he's going to lose a Treb as well. He lost all of them. Oh no, he's down to 2 bombard cannons. Wow, wow, wow. Holy crap. And the Hussar spam, still coming. Does lose a bombard cannon. Dogao now starting to tech into Pike. Doesn't have armor. He will be able to click Halb, which is arguably a more important upgrade than like everything else. But it's a very, very awkward position for him to play. He is going for docks over here. I don't know what he's able to afford on the water though. Yeah, Ozone no idle vills. He's playing great. Macroing really well. He's up to 60 farms. Going for all... He's going all techs, man. Architecture coming in. Ozone saying, I have positioning. I don't want to lose my positioning. Because the way that Dogao gets back into this game is if he cleans my forward production and position. Because, again, like I said, Koreans are a better civ. Post-imp. They are. Like, they have better units. They have a better post-imp tech tree. Yeah. And he's clicking Cavalier, which I really like, actually. Ozone's got the gold, he's got the eco. Go for the more population efficient unit. Like, you don't have to make Hussar at this point. I think Hussar were like a good opening early on because getting to the mass required and all the techs would have taken too long. But yeah, just going for the big Cavalier play. And there it is, block printing redemption, love it. That'll just give him another way to interact with these bombard cannons, which is quite nice. He is getting trebbed over here. That's a lot of trebs from Dogao. And he's sending condos across. I don't think he's going to be able to kill those. Dogao back into the corner. Only 29 farms. And kind of stretched as far as food goes. Where's the Cavalier? Here's Sanctity. Alright, so that's going to help this push as well. I think with Siege Engineers, Bombard Cannons one-shot other Bombard Cannons. So the Korean Bombards will kill the Italian ones. He does lose this castle, unfortunately. Dogao going for the big walls around the trebs. But Ozone just diving with the condos. Trying to disrupt. Trying to disrupt the eco as much as possible. And Ozone's just building up units. He's got a pretty nice queue. We've got 17 Cavalier, 7 Hussar, and 60 on food. Multiple siestas, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. I mean, Dogao holding, and he's going for fast fire ship. Interesting. I don't get it. I agree, Erbo. I think he needs to delete his fish. Oh, he did. He did delete the fish. Alright, Dogao now with pretty good military count. Starting to push Ozone's castle back. Oh boy. But this is a big ball of units. And Dogao is still missing a lot of upgrades. His halbs are only just getting the second armor. They only have forging. And Dogao's got a full tech tree clicked, except for Blast Furnace, which is coming in right now. Choke zone? I wouldn't say choke zone. The game is definitely stabilized, which is, you know, in Dogao's favor. But this is gonna be a nice push right here. Like, again, it's gonna be, oh, Galleon coming in. Oh boy, now that's interesting. So that's gonna make it hard for Ozone to push over here. Ozone does need more siege though. And he's starting to get pushed on the bottom by Trebs and Arbs. Oh no. He does take a really, really convincing fight over here. Can he kill this castle? He needs to focus the castle with his bombard cannons. It's gonna eat up population space on water. That's fine though, because he can just park them right here and it's gonna be really hard for Ozone to push through it. And Ozone loses his bombard cannons. Oh no. Oh no. He's reacting to the pressure over here. And here comes the Korean late game. He's got halbs coming from this side. He's gonna have towers defending that gold. Maybe getting into something other than skirms. Maybe Ozone can go for his own Arbalist? Maybe Arb and Hussar instead of skirm? He's already fully teched into them. He just needs the Arbalist upgrades. Ozone could push in the north if Dogao goes water. It's a very awkward choke pointy position to push from though. And Koreans are going to excel over Italians in those scenarios. Ozone does hold on this side. He sends all of his military over, cleans the Trebs up, so that's good for him. But this is, yeah. These fights are going to become a lot more difficult with Dogao having, like, a bunch of galleons on water. Ozone going for fast fire. I do like that. It's going to be good for him to, oh my god, the Sea Tower absolutely murdering these galleons. It'll be good for him to clean up the water and take map control again. Dogao is stabilized. God damn, what a fucking hold from Dogao. That is crazy. Fast fire's in. Is that careening? I thought it was... Yeah, it's careening. Okay. The sea tower just fucking eating the galleons. That's crazy. And the raids have begun. But Dogao is stabilized. And stabilization for the Koreans is huge. Because now we're at the point where Koreans can use their tech tree. Discounted water. Or discounted ships. But Ozone does have the discounted text, which is pretty big. So he will be able to clear this garbage up pretty well, I believe. And Ozone's going to get some conversions on the bombard cannons. It's really nice. Ozone's eco, again, still looking a lot better. Dogao also did lose a lot of those in those raids. So his military count is going to spike, which is something that you commonly encounter. And I love what Ozone's done here. He's filled this entire area with his production. So it forces your opponent, if they want to push through this area, to actually kill the production buildings. And he's going for more and more castles to keep Dogao from pushing through that way. And once we get, I don't know, 12 fast fires, they should eat quickly. True, Ozone is housed. He did lose a bunch of castles, but he's luckily going to get these up as well, so that'll be good. Arrow slits coming in. Oh boy, Korean keeps with arrow slits. I don't know if you got the unique tech. Is that Yup Song? I think he just clicked it, right? Yeah, that shipwright. And this is dry dock. And he got careening already. So let's see what Ozo can do as far as clearing this up. Fast fires from Italians are so good. These galleons should melt once they get on top of them. They attack. Okay, we're just gonna go over here, I guess. Look at that. Bam, 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 bam. And it's turned into a water battle. Guilds coming in. Galleon coming in. This is a fucking all-tech game. Holy shit. Wow, 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 wow. And Ozone, 12 fast fires in the queue. Dogao still with good production. Ozone needs to keep this castle up, though. Because he really, really doesn't want to lose the foothold that he has on this part of the gold. And he kills the Trebs. That's nice. Dogao moving out with keeps. That is something that Koreans do so well, is that once they take map control, they can keep it because the keeps are just so powerful. And also not having to increase or invest resources into guard tower and keep upgrades just helps so much. Dogao with access to Ozone Stone now. Aye, aye. Dogao's pop is dropped pretty significantly, though. He's under 100 villagers. He does have a lot queued up. But he's, you know, only working on 3 TCs, which isn't really what you want in the late game. You probably want, like, 5 or 6 or something. Yeah, no Siege Ram is rough. Siege Ram's such a good tech in these, like, archer mirrors. Oh, man. But here, and another problem for Ozone is that these Korean keeps are going to prevent the fast fires from getting as much value as they could. Because Dogao can just run under here and then the keeps will start to kill them. Yeah, Jack, you want to be able to have as many... you want a lot of TCs so that you can repop bills more quickly after raids. Drop rotation coming in for Ozone. Damn. And he's starting to push this side as well. I would have liked to see some siege to try and start pushing these keeps if he could. He also doesn't have the unique tech for armor for the condos, which isn't that big a deal. Like, they're still going to get cooked by this anyway. And the fast fires come in. Will they get a cleanup? It's a lot of HP. The bombard cannons are going to start to do some work too, but look at the HP go down for those galleons. Holy shit. We're down to 8 galleons, and Ozone gets a nice cleanup on the water. A really, really nice cleanup. Let's fucking go! I think Koreans do get heated shot. Don't they get full techs on their towers? And Ozone going for the raids over here. I mean, there's a lot of keeps, but if you can just spam 50 Hussars into here, at a certain point, you'll start to kill gold bills. And Ozone holds. And he's starting to take this keep out with fast fires, I guess? That's a thing. And Dogao is clicking Cav armor. Does he really want to go for the Korean Hussar? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. And Ozone holds the push. And Dogao has no more siege. He's getting the second Cav armor. Oh my goodness. He wants to go for Korean Hussar, which are arguably the worst in the game. They don't get bloodlines, they don't get the last attack, and they don't get the last armor. Fast fires are coming out for Dogao though, so he'll be able to match Ozone's production. Ozone probably should get Elite Cannon Galleon. Look at his food, holy shit. I don't know what the cost for Elite Cannon Galleon is though. There's Heated Shot. Ozone already clicked Heated Shot. Ooh, awkward timing. The Arbs are gonna come in over here. Are they gonna see this castle? I mean, Ozone or Dogao's looking at so much at once. I mean, he doesn't see it, but the Arbs do, so they're gonna be able to probably deny this castle. Ozone now lost a lot of vills. Maybe he deleted some. Are Italian light cav better than Korean Hussar? Well, Italians get Hussar, but I would rather have Italian light cav than Hussar, yes. Oh, 85%, and the castle's gonna go down. And look at this, holy shit. Dogao is saying, I do not want to be pushed on this side. It's also very awkward for Ozone because of where he's reinforcing from. Like, a lot of his production is still completely over on this side. Castle goes up. He forces it up. Love to see it. He gets a couple kills on the Arbs, and he's going to start to try and die for the Trebs. Don't think he'll be able to. Oh, no, that Treb is definitely going down. Oh, no, the Arbs are here. Oh, one Treb? One Treb? Hell yeah. Let's go, Ozone. Hell fucking yeah. 75 military for Ozone. That is a lot. I think that's the most he's had the entire game. And his eco, again, still really strong. He's got crop rotation, so he doesn't have to worry about his farms. Dogao clicked all the cav upgrades, but still hasn't produced any, which is interesting. It does seem to me that Dogao's experience in playing late game is starting to pay off a little bit here. Small things like Ozone losing Trebs to groups of units. His attention just being split on multiple fronts. Definitely hurts. But these Trebs are gonna go down. These Trebs are definitely going down. There goes one. Will he save the castle? There's two. Come on, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Fuck! He just barely loses it. Ah, unfortunate. We really need siege from Ozone to start pushing these towers, though. Yeah, 90 Hussar in the queue. That's big. But now Dogao's taking the water back. And Ozone only with 3 fast fires. And honestly, Ozone with 7,000 gold left. Dogao with 9,000 gold left. Ozone does have 4 relics versus 2 for Dogao. The game 1 was Arabia, and it was Ozone with Kumans versus Dogao with Mayans, and the game ended very fast. Ozone tried to go for 2 TCs with sneak ranges and just lost a lot really early on. Hussar in the eco. Let's fucking go. Dealing with this shit is so annoying. Now, he is Koreans, and he does have towers everywhere, so those Hussar are gonna die pretty fast. And the reinforcements will start to get picked off by these galleons as well. But again, like, Ozone, full eco tax. He can spam Hussar forever. So even if the Hussar, like, die and get only a few hits on these, if he can get kills on the galleons, oh. I would... Oh, there's another relic here. He doesn't see it. There's 7 relics on this map. What the hell? Oh, that would be big if he could take that. If Ozone could get control over water, he could range this area of the gold from Dogao. And this is just a fucking... It's like fucking Verdun over here. Like, holy shit. Just killing fields. Jesus. Ozone is starting to pop back up with water, I guess. So that's good. Showing that water is, you know, pretty important in the late game on this one. It's down to 106 vills. He lost a bunch to, like, stuff over here. Like the arbs and random crap. And he hasn't... Oh, there he goes. He just queued 5 more up. But what I was going to say before is I would like to see Ozone start to go for some farms over here just because it's actually a safe area. Not sure I love Ozone's wood outcome. He's not really making wood units. Like, he stopped producing stuff on water. He's pretty much exclusively making Hussar right now, and he's banking a ton of gold. Treadmill crane coming in now for Dogao. Dogao, again, it's like we're losing pop to raids, we're losing bills to raids, and so we're popping up in military count. And here's Cannon Galleon now from Dogao. And I really hope Ozone's able to take water control, because if he loses this convincingly, Dogao's going to be able to start just Cannon Galleoning everything. That is not what we want to see. Yeah, Dogao does have less wood overall remaining. Like, Ozone still can work with this and this area, and Dogao's really just left with this over here. Here come the fast fires again. Oh boy, Gray Shrimp, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Big fight coming on in the middle. Who's gonna win? Oh man, there's so much more HP for the Galleons here. There's so much more HP. Fast fires are cooking him. And he still has more coming in as well. Ozone also switching to Galleons himself, interesting. Maybe he thinks that he can't take good fights over here anymore because of the keeps. Come on, Dogao. No. We are rooting for Ozone. We are big Ozone stands here. You can root for Dogao if you want. I'm interested to see what Ozone's plan is for his gold, though. He's begging a lot of it. And I think one change that I would want to see is if Ozone's plan is to say, like, I don't want to spend gold right now, take, like, these 20 bills and just start collecting wood with them. Because you'll bank the gold with these, but you're still not spending it. So it's effectively villagers that aren't working at the moment for you. Yeah, obviously we kid. 31 galleons for Dogao. Ozone does not have a presence on water. Is this what Dogao needed to come back and win this game? Did Ozone make it into the top 40 already? His peak elo's like 2450, so he's probably gotten to that rank at some point. Sea Tower, again, just cooking. The Sea Tower's 20 fucking kills. Oh, but now it's gonna die. Rip Sea Tower. That's wild. 20 kills on a Sea Tower. For a unit you start with, or a building you start with. And here's the danger. This is what I wanted Ozone to do, or was hoping Ozone would be able to do, is you take control of water, and then you can push your opponent off the gold. And then you lose all the production that's over here, and then you gain so much map control. I feel like no, it's so strong. It shoots like 3 arrows automatically, and it has bonus against docks, or against ships. Ozone called for sec. What do y'all think? We got a sorry go. What do y'all think about the game so far?
Yes.
It's been a good game. Oh, but Dogao is killing his villagers on the gold. Luckily for Ozone, he has banked a lot. And he's putting all of that into fast fires. Now, one thing that Ozone could do, he sees that Dogao has left all of his ships over here. Ozone is able to mass enough units in his docks, he can eject them and get a surround on him over here and completely wipe Dogao off of water. I think you cannot push with the Treb over here. I think if you want to start Treb pushing, it's got to be somewhere where the water can't reach. Gao's gone for the fucking stone walls. Holy shit. Will he get through? He won't. Oh my god, these towers. These towers have 67 kills as well. Halbrids! Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. That's 4 cannon galleons right here. Cannon galleons are so expensive. I think they cost more than a Treb. And Dogao is going to get fucking surrounded. And this is going to be a good fight for Ozone, I think. I hope. I'm not really sure. He's committing towards the cannon galleons. That's a big loss for Dogao. And he's stuck in the corner. We got another pause. Dogao is paused. He said nothing. Cleo's here. Cleo heard cannon galleon. They're not elite, though. I'm sorry. The game is paused. Apologies. Go, go, go. Ozone says yes. They unpause. He takes a fight. He is going to clean these galleons. He's got to clean these galleons if he's going to have a chance in this game. Dogao's down to 60 villagers. Did Ozone get in? Everything here is dead. Hang on. We gotta rewind. He got in and killed the Goldvilles. He overmined. Oh my goodness. He killed everything. Oh my god. Did Ozone break Dogao? Ozone is now down to 89 villagers as well, though. He doesn't see the Halbs raiding his farming eco. But he has such a big bank, and Dogao is down to only 2 vils on gold, 21 vils on food, and nothing left in the bank. Ozone has Michi resources. Has he brought it back? Ozone also has double the relic gold count as Dogao at the moment. Ozone, 24 villagers queued. Dogao just now queuing 10 up himself. And Ozone has taken full control over the water. Let's go, Ozone. Let's fucking go. Wood control game incoming? Oh, don't say that. Don't tell me that. And this is why you need like 7 town centers, by the way, late game. You want to be able to repot from this kind of stuff. Do those towers range cannon galleons? They do not. Dogao, though, has popped back up heavily on water. And I don't like this fight for Ozone. You got to get the fires in front of your galleons. The populations are now starting to get back to be much closer. Ay, ay, ay. And this is a good fight, I think, for Ozone. He's got the fires attacking the galleons. And Dogao only has 12 fire ships. Where are they? They're not fighting. There's so many fires not fighting. Oh my god. Ozone's taking the wood at the top. Where did Ozone's food go? Well, he's got a lot of units queued. A lot of food units. Oh, a good demo hit as well. Connects on 4 of them right here. Ozone decides to pull back. And military count on the water is even at the moment. 26 for Ozone. 25 now dropping to 22 for Dogao. Dogao does get to work with cheaper wood costing units. You got to keep that in mind. Ooh, and that's going to be expensive. Ozone's going to lose this Treb. His gold count is basically depleted. He's committed a lot to the water. Both players starting to pop back up in a total population, but Ozone's still with a solid 50 population lead. Dogao went from 60 villas to 96 in like 2 minutes. And he's back fully on the gold. Ozone, only 9 villas on there. He's still not spending it too much, only really investing into water. And he's got the control over this area. And he has slightly more units, but he can't take fights like this. These are really, really bad fights. Losing galleons to the fast fire ships. But he's paying attention to like so many fucking things at once. Ooh, Ozone got the back relic? Hell yes. Love to see that. 5 relics for Ozone. 5 to 2 is pretty significant. And if this does turn into a gold/wood game, then that's going to be playing a very big role. We've somehow stabilized again. Like, what is this game? It's wild. We've got another Treb coming in from Ozone. And importantly, Dogao can't go out and just snipe these Trebs for free. He has to, like, heavily commit. Ozone with double the military as well, although a lot of it is, like, Hussar and Skirms. This area is still open. Ozone's gonna get in. Oh, he's going for the Trebs. I love that. And Ozone, seeing that Dogao is teching into light cav is gonna be a huge, huge sigh of relief for him. He knows that Dogao is gonna be like out of resources if that's gonna be the case. And the Trebs go down. Dogao only has 600 gold left. Ozone only with 900 gold left. I don't know how to check the market prices, I'm gonna be honest. Repairing the Treb, but it goes down to the bombard cannon. Oh my god. These towers. Oh my god, there's 96 kills on them. Dogao doesn't have a C tower left. I would be interested to see how many kills it had this game. Definitely not as many as Ozone's. And Dogao pushing out again with his navy. And Ozone is off water, but he's... Oh, wow, he queues up a lot of fast fires. Still making some condos as well, which is interesting. Click on a market? Ah, here we go, thank you. Yeah, wow, really great prices still. That's nuts. Big demo, love it. They don't get heavy demo, but I'll take a demo show. What is... Oh no, it's just the tree, I guess. Trying to go for some halberds, but Ozone does have skirms and defense finally, so we like that. And this Treb just out of range of heat. More production on the front. Nice, we love it. Zoom out, see how much wood is left on the map. There's only 385 trees left, which, like, if we're being honest, really benefits the Koreans because their units cost less wood. But Ozone has crop rotation, and Dogao does not. So that's big. And we see another push starting to come from this side for Dogao. Ozone is massing units over here. We'll get a cleanup on these. Maybe not anymore. And the fucking galleons are back over here. Ozone should see this and just clean that up, because that's going to be free. It's free real estate. Going for the cleanup over here first. Going for the keep as well. Don't know how I feel about that. But he does get a nice cleanup on the water over here. And I guess Dogao, like, or Ozone doesn't really care if he loses Hussars, because it's just Hussar. There's a bombard cannon over here. Maybe if he sees that, he can kill it. That would be good. Yeah, I don't think you can kill keeps with a fire shot. Wow, these guys are incredible. Like, Dogao actually walls in the Hussar an hour and a half into this fucking game. That is wild. No wood back over here. It's actually turning into a wood game. Ozone still with no wood over here. So these have wood, right? Yeah. So there's 40 trees right here. But this is going to be the next area that's hotly contested because that's really where all the wood is. I mean, there's some over here as well, but I think it's less. Yes, he did take the relic. Oh my god, this game is nuts. And Dogao's out of gold. 0 vills left on gold. Only 2 relics. Ozone, also out of gold. 5 relics. Nili, thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. This game isn't, he's not here. That's from his own channel. Carlito's the way. Hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. This game has been incredible. This has been like one of the sickest games that I've seen in the entire qualifiers. So if you haven't seen it yet, if you're just jumping in, I would recommend like leaving and watching from the beginning because it's been incredible. It's been so good. Both players are playing phenomenally. Where are relics for Ozone? They are right here. 5-2 in Ozone's favor. PTF, thanks for the follow as well. Ozone getting thumb ring. I guess that marginally affects your skirmishers. Dogao going for the walls, recognizing that he needs to literally wall in this wood. Rodit Lackett, LOS, and Xanderlab, thank you for the follows as well. Sort of a Nili raid? I'm not... Yeah, I saw I got the shout out thing that popped up on my dashboard, but I don't know how that works. So thank you for the shout out. I appreciate it. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Baskets. I'm an American player. I just broke 2K1 for the first time, so that's really cool. I'm happy about that. And we're casting Ozone, and we're big Ozone fans here, so we're rooting for him. DrakXO, thank you very much. Ozone's starting to lose some Vil Pop, though. And Dogao is now the one who's starting to float a bunch of food. But Ozone's not floating food because he has fucking 50 Hussar. It's a wood game. AR said it first. Like, he was like, this is going to be a fucking wood. Wait, did AR say it? No, someone else said it. Another clown said it, that this is going to be a wood game. Scarthek, thanks for the follow as well. But we're actually in wood game territory. Both players have mined out all of the gold on the sides. And we're working with nothing. Ozone's denying the wood with skirmishers over here, and he's getting his wood denied by keeps from Dogao. Oh my goodness. Ozone had a plus 50 advantage in pop for a few minutes, but didn't do much with it. He hasn't really had the siege, because every time he's wanted to be able to push on land, he hasn't been able to because he's had to invest all of his gold into the water. And so that's where his pop and his gold has been going. Oh, you did say it. Okay, okay. You played enough DM games to recognize a wood game when you see one. Okay. I was close. Okay, so currently, this is wild. Currently, both players are fighting for wood, but neither of them are taking any wood. And now I said it before, if you weren't here, wood game absolutely gonna favor Koreans. 100%. Their units costing half off on wood is such a huge bonus in these situations. However, Ozone clicked crop rotation an hour ago, so his farms are not going to need to be reseeded for such a long time. They still have hundreds and hundreds of food on them. Okay, PJ, yeah. And we got another engagement on the water over here, and I mean, Ozone getting some kills, not too many. The Hussar just coming through the fucking middle. Where's Ozone, or where's Dogao even taking wood? He's got some trees back here. I actually do really like wood games. I played a Medi game the last time I was in the pool, and it was we chopped every tree on the map. It was wild. Ozone's starting to bank wood as well. I wonder if Ozone realized that this is that these trees can be chopped. Fortified wall! Oh my god. And Ozone's in. He's in with the Hussar again. Oh my god. We have one Treb killing a blacksmith. What is this game? This is fucking wild. This is now the last tree that Dogao can take without being ranged by these skirmishers. Yeah, Ozone's got so much wood saved up. And the two critical things is that he has a big bank of wood and he has crop rotation. I guess, and there's a third thing. The third thing is that he's not making wood units. He's only making Hussar. And at a certain point, in these super post-imp scenarios, Hussar trade cost effectively against a Halb because you can afford to produce so many more. Yeah, Ozone been working with the 5 relics as well, which has been huge. He's got 5,000 more gold. This is sick. Now, if I know Ozone, he's currently playing with his minimap toggled so that he only sees military units. And I've watched Ozone play a lot of games. Can we get a total wood check again? Yeah. We have 59 trees left. There's 5,000. How is there only 5,000 wood left on the map? That can't be right. Okay, yeah, that's not right. I think oh, maybe I'm double clicking like a certain type of tree. Yeah, how do I click all trees? There's still a couple hundred trees left, but it's definitely a wood game. Dogao taking a good fight over here on the water. Ozone going for galleons, but Dogao is a pretty dominant mass on the water at the moment. And he broke in with the Hussar, and I think he just wants to kill Woodvilles. Are you kidding? Varian, are you being sarcastic? Because this game has been awesome. We've gone back and forth on every single front, like, 4 different times. Dogao with the Korean Hussar play. Yeah, true. If there was Porto, then that would be like kind of a lame way to finish this. Trying to continue to contest this area down here, but Ozone, I think Ozone's fine with all of these fights. He doesn't care because it means that he gets to take more wood. And what is the name of the game right now? Going for more galleons as well. Ooh, so he loses a couple for free to these fast fires, killing the dock. That's kind of a big loss, actually. Raid coming in at the south with pikes, but Ozone's got enough skirmishers there to deal with it. And we're back on the fucking water because why not? Why not? Turned on, as they say. Oh, Dogao does find Ozone's Treb. Will he lose it? I mean, these light cav have shit armor. Skirms even do like reasonable damage to them, so I think he probably saves the Treb. 59 HP, 52. Oh no, he's definitely gonna lose it. There's four light cav. Aye. He saves it! 17 HP! Let's go! Pro Backseat Gamer, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How much military do we have on water? Dogao still with a 10 galleon lead over Ozone. But Ozone's got a lot queued up still. And again, Ozone... Dude, if someone like comes to the middle and chops this is, you know, you're like strapped for wood if you're chopping the trees or the reeds that are in the middle of the pond. Ozone has more relics. If he can just wait to delay a fight against the galleons in the middle, then he can probably take a decent one. And here's the fast fires. This is going to be a good fight for Ozone. This is a good fight for Ozone. Oh my god. Dogao tries to disengage, but the fires still get plenty of shots in, and they take so many hits trying to disengage still. Now, Ozone has been pushed off of this area at the top, but simultaneously pushing Dogao off the area at the bottom. Ozone with 13 vills on wood, Dogao with 9. Every single set is stalled in a Shoals game right now. That's funny. Seems GG. I think Ozone is winning. I think. He did it! He realized he has these trees, which Dogao has already cut through. And this is a lot. That's 3,700 wood. That's big. Has Ozone finally done enough? I'm gonna say no, not yet. I think that Ozone now needs to contest this more heavily because Dogao can now take wood at this area. But Ozone can take his galleons and shoot the vills that are over here. Gets a quick wall down. These guys are incredible. Holy shit. Yeah, Dogao is basically out of wood, and Ozone still has, you know, not a huge bank, but he still has a bank. And the galleon count, Dogao can't produce galleons anymore. He's down to 12. Ozone's at 26. Oh my goodness. Ozone's got this. Ozone's got this. He's pushing at the top. Dogao cannot afford any more production. This is what I meant before as well. At a certain point in the game, Hussar are cost effective against halves because once you drain your opponent's wood, they just can't produce them anymore. Lower capture age, scroll speed. I don't know how to do that. I'm a noob caster. We're fighting at the top now. We're fighting over the last bastion of wood, and Ozone takes it. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, Ozone. What a fucking game. Amazing game. Holy shit. So back and forth. We fought here. Ozone had the first initial push. He went all the way to here. He was pushing with castles. Dogao held. Then Dogao fortified this area, started to push Ozone down here. Then Dogao going onto water, clearing up this entire area. Ozone going back onto water, and then back and forth so many times. Oh my god. What a fucking game. I have to pee so badly. I hope that they take a break because I need 2 minutes. Holy shit. Oh, that was awesome.